All right. Afternoon, after SP fans. Sean Paul Pickleball. I am here now at the Cameron Brown pickleball courts. It's actually pretty busy. I've actually been here for about since like 10 o'clock. I think it's like noon now. But this is what it looks like here so far. All courts are going. So all courts are going, and I'm just waiting for my next game. But while I was waiting, so I figured, this video I'm making on the 29th of, I'm at the 30th of March. So will not get posted until tomorrow, which is Sunday, Easter, I believe, since I already made one for this morning, a post, not a video. But I actually wanted to make sure I put a video post up saying happy birthday to my pickleball teacher and mentor, pickleball Patrick Einsnagel. And the reason why I'm making this post is because the post I put up this morning, with the pictures and wishing them happy birthday, is one thing. But the story is actually hilarious. It's actually hilarious, and I wanted to make sure Ooh. Anyways, somebody just got crushed on. Anyway, but the story's hilarious, and it's you can't get the same out of from the text that you can from me telling you. So what happened is 9 years ago, I was in Jackson, Ohio on business, and I'm a tennis player originally. And right across the street from my hotel was a YMCA, the Jackson area YMCA. And they had these awesome tennis courts outside. I'm talking about right across the street from my hotel. I mean, 200 or 300 yards away. So anyway, I would walk over there all the time, and my tennis racket strapped on my back. Nobody ever, was ever playing tennis. And I'm like, all these beautiful courts, nobody's playing tennis. So one day I'm inside the YMCA asking about, hey, does anybody ever come in here and play tennis? And then Pat, I guess, was just happened to be there and overheard me talking about tennis. And he was like, oh, you play tennis, you should try playing pickleball. And I'm like, pickleball? This sounds dumb. This sounds dumb. I was like, I'm not trying. It just, no. So time goes by every day. I'm going over there to work out, and still, nobody ever playing tennis. And then I would run into Pat every now and then, and he'd be like, come on, pickleball. You should try the pickleball thing. I'm like, no. Finally, I go over there one day, and then I gave in. I just gave in. And he was like, you should try this pickleball. I'm like, okay, what's this stupid pickleball thing? And so he takes me in the gym and puts that wooden paddle in my hand, and introduced me to his, his pickleball group, which was everybody was very nice. Everybody was very nice and welcoming and helping me out. And I had this wooden paddle, and I'm in there. I'm a tennis player originally, so of course, it didn't take me long to, getting the ball back and forth over the net and everything. Excuse me. Anyway. So by the end of this session, I was in. I'm in. I wanted to. This pickleball thing was. This is it. I want it. But I had never heard of it before. So what I did was I actually, after I left that day, I went on Amazon. And I ordered my first pickleball paddle. It was $35. It was called the Pickleball Classic. I actually have pictures with me holding it, from of course years ago. Anyway, so I got this Pickleball Classic pickleball paddle, had it expedited, like overnighted, so it was there for me, ready the next day for me to play it. It did. It came the next morning, and I used that thing for the whole time I was out there playing, and I never wanted to come off of the baseline. I'm a tennis player originally, so I always wanted to stand at the baseline and crank everything. So it's funny, when I was playing with Pat would always he'd be at the kitchen and move up, move up. So if you were reading that post from this morning, and I mentioned the move up thing, it's like an inside thing, and we call it the move up movement because when in that magazine article, I mentioned that a lot. Anyway, so I went on playing for months, and I just still pretty much played a tennis game on a pickleball court, but I loved the game of pickleball. You know, Pat took me under his wing and, you know, taught me what he could and, you know, and everything. And he taught me the game and the game itself and about it, the rules, and, you know, and the people were very nice. You know, I wasn't used to experiencing nice people like this. So it's funny because when I left, when it was time for me he was releasing me into the world. You know, he was always like, Sean, well, not always, he told me, you know, before we split ways, he was like, Sean, you know, you're going to meet some great people in this sport. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, okay, you know, whatever, that's fine. But let me tell you, during the course of my years of playing and traveling, man, I tell you, I didn't know people like these pickleballers existed. I mean, it's pickleball from a different cloth, I guess, you know. Oh, there it goes. Man, it's just amazing. You know, I've had people take me into their homes, help me out. I've gone to different states. People don't know who, they know me from social media. But, you know, especially during COVID, when COVID was happening, I was still traveling, playing pickleball. And where I was going, normal people would be like, oh, get away from me. You know, you show up at a pickleball court, people are like, hey, come on over. You know, I remember I was at this one place, somebody was like, hey, so what are you doing? I was like, I'm gonna go grab something to eat at a restaurant. I'd be like, restaurant? Get out of here, you're coming to my house. And these people didn't even know me. You know, so we were at your house, and this was during COVID. Anyway, so, but that's the story of the pickleball, of Sean Paul Pickleball, how I got started at Jackson, Ohio, and Pickleball Pat and his wife Kathy. They were very nice people, and everybody who I guess put up with me were very nice. Oh, and the funniest part of the story is, so when it was time for me to leave Jackson, Ohio, don't forget, I never heard of pickleball before, so I thought this was it. I thought pickleball was only a Jackson, Ohio thing. So before I left, I gave my pickleball paddle that I got off of Amazon to a lady that was there. Her name was Etta. She's an awesome lady. Hopefully she's looking at this. Because she had this old beat up paddle, you know, and mine wasn't the best of paddles, but it would look better than hers. And again, so I was like, you know, one of those, like, oh, here you go, since I'm really never going to play again. Next thing you know, when I get back up to Cleveland, I found out pickleball was there. So I had to order the same paddle off of Amazon. And I played with that for 2 years, won my first tournament with it, and the rest is history. Ran into ProLite. ProLite started making my paddles for me, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I guess it's time for me to go up. Happy birthday, Pat. Thanks for everything. And I enjoy this pickleball obsession that you've given me. Hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you on the course.